Hey guys, and welcome back to Bush Life. Now today we're going to be doing a bit of work on the storage tent. Now it's currently ripping apart due to a tree holding it up that is just slowly falling down. It's a widowmaker, so we've got to fix that. And also while I'm at it, I've got a few little upgrades I want to add to expand my storage to be able to store logs such as this and other things. And also my garden tent, I'm not too sure what's happened, but it's also ripped and needs some repairs as well, so we have to take a closer look at that as well, but I'm not too sure what's caused that, so we'll just have to take a closer look. This is the garden tent right now. We'll come back to this though. Now as you can see here, the storage tent has been ripping, which obviously it should not be doing, so we're also going to have to give this side a little bit more of a touch up as well. But first we need to repair the other side and get that better. All starts with cutting it loose from the falling tree. Honestly, I swear every time something breaks down here, I'm always going back and forth between the storage tent and the garden tent. It's always those two that are just breaking down. And apparently King Toast's tent is just joining that mixture as of recently. But I don't know what it is. Lately there's just been so many things falling apart down here. And I guess that just comes down to the fact this place is 2 years old and things are starting to age. So they're more likely to break. But I'm hoping I can at least finish this project with everything intact before things really start getting worse. So best we hurry along. Decided before I do anything further, I should probably fix up this side. Otherwise it may be causing more problems and it could end up tearing. Yeah, that should do the trick. Alright, so I've had to change up the design a bit just to avoid any further tears and rips. It's all just getting a bit old down here, but I just want everything to last maybe just a month or so more so that I can finish the encampment. And then nature can do whatever it wants with this place. It can take it down, tear it to shreds. I just need these things to last until then, you know? But it's getting very difficult to do that, but we're figuring it out, and storage tent is back up and running. For the time being, at least. Next up, I've got this big old thing here. I figure this is the perfect thing to put next to the storage tent to store our logs in that we got from cutting the tree and any other further things. So I feel like we're going to get this in now. It's just me here today, so it's going to be a little bit difficult to get it in, but definitely not as difficult as it was to get it down here. So we're going to get this into the storage tent. Alright, there we go. And the storage tent is done. Now the doors that I have here, I'm not going to bother about moving those because they're for another video and a whole different project. They're easier just to leave where they are than putting them somewhere else, because I'll probably do it in the next episode, maybe, we'll see. I'm feeling that storage tent is upgraded and, well, would have ended things here, but obviously the garden tent needs to be attended to as well. Don't know what's happened there. We'll go assess that now. But I just figured, on a little break here, I've been reading Wool lately. Binge watched the first 2 seasons of Silo. That's pretty cool. That got me into the books. So, reading Wool, if you're into science fiction, definitely recommend picking it up. Great book, great show. It's on Apple TV Plus Silo. Highly recommend it. And yeah, let's get on to the garden tent. Alright, so here at the garden tent, and it quite seems what has happened is it is just simply ripped off. The tarp has just come off this piece here, and well, that's pretty much that story. So all we can do now is puncture a hole in and try fix it. This part of the tarp's very worn and torn. Was a lot of stress on this side of the tarp. Wonder what's caused that. Yeah, there's a lot of tear going on. Interesting. Wonder if animals might have something to do with it. There we go. Right, well, this is good news. We've got both the storage tent and the garden tent fixed up. But now, let's get the water off the roof of the bush tent and assess to this one, because I just remembered the rope for this one is about to snap and make it collapse as well. So while we're at it, we may as well fix up this tent as well. I love doing that. Yeah, you can see it all starting to tear here. Need to do something about that. Now I won't get rid of the original rope. I will tie a new section. So it's got 2 rope holding up onto here. I feel like that might be the better move here. And once again, good as new. And that means we're done for today. Really hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and if you did, consider subscribing, sticking around. I'd love to have you here. This is our little place, you know. It's doing well as much as it's fallen apart. We're repairing it and hoping to have it 99.9% complete before I get some of my friends over for my birthday this year. Gonna get King Bob, Scarlet, who you haven't seen on the channel yet, King Toast, my friend Spicy, get them all over, get them down here, and just have one last big hurrah, you know, to send off the project, and then after that we'll be finishing up the final project pretty much. That's the hope, at least. So do stick around, things are nearing the end. Now, of course, it doesn't mean it's the end of the channel, obviously. There's plenty of new stuff on the horizon, but as far as this project goes, well, it's nearing the end and it's nearly time for nature to take over, which I will be documenting probably around every month or so, depending on what happens. We'll see when it comes to that. I'll explain that more when I've actually finished the project, about what happens next. But I'm going to end this one here. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.